drink up because I've got 10 trivia questions for you on all things beer. This is Trivia with Buds. What it be, and welcome to another episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Buds. Thanks for joining us today for an episode all about beer. I am drinking right now. What do I got? I have a Yuengling, which is actually the subject of the first question on today's quiz. The oldest brewery in America. Get ready for that one in just a bit. But move to the south and love me some Yuengling, which you can find almost everywhere for about, I don't know, $12, $13 for a 12-pack. Very tasty. Much better to me than like a Bud Light or a Miller Lite, but similarly filling. So there's my quick plug for Yuengling, who gave me no money to mention them on today's podcast. If you have a favorite beer and it's from somewhere in the Tennessee, Virginia, North Carolina region, let me know what it is. I am hunting for all the new beers around here. I know all the Southern California beers, doing tons of shows over the years at breweries, but I'm trying to find out all the best ones around here. I've had some really, really good ones, and I've had some ones I would definitely not have again. So definitely need some tips and advice from all my friends down here in this region. We have 10 questions on beer coming up for you in just a second, but I did want to plug our live stream shows that we do on Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday nights on Facebook Live and YouTube Live. They're not every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You got to kind of check my social media every week. I usually tell you the day before what we'll be doing based on my corporate show schedules for the week. But we did two this week. We have one last night where we did some of the categories that you'll hear on podcast episodes over the next few days. And we gave away a bunch of really cool stuff. We gave away an office planner based on the Dunder Mifflin office characters in the US version of The Office. And it has these really cool character dividers. It's like a planner, agenda, notebook kind of thing. We gave away a movie called Flu Birds, which is kind of like Birdemic. And it led to us creating a new movie called COVID-19, which could be a spinoff of Moira Rose's film career in Schitt's Creek, if you watch that. And we came up with the line, the tagline would be, what was it? Oh, my friend Casey O'Connor said, there will be a murder. That is the tagline, like a murder of crows. So if you like bad movies, if you like office books, and if you like celebrity face coasters, that's another thing I'm looking at that I wrote down that we gave away. These are little squares that are double-sided, and each side has a different celebrity's face on them. And they have a thing where you can hang it from your nose, and it looks like you, I don't know, kind of appear like that celebrity for a second. It's kind of a weird game to play, but also they double as coasters. And if you like that kind of stuff, what I'm getting at is we give away all kinds of cool pop culture stuff on the live stream shows during raffles throughout the night and at the end of the show. So come play with us on Facebook.com/RyanBuds, Facebook.com/TriviaWithBuds, and YouTube.com/TriviaWithBuds on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Now, if you love 80s trivia, this Friday, tomorrow night, May 28th at 9 Eastern, I'm doing all 80s trivia using CrowdPur and a new service called Luna Park. If you want to get in on that, send me a message on anything at RyanBuds on everything, or RyanBuds@gmail.com, or the contact form on TriviaWithBuds.com. And I'll give you the link to play with us on a new service called Luna Park. You can create teams on the fly. You can chat with everybody on your team in like a private room, but you're still part of the main room where I'm hosting the show, which is something that Zoom cannot do. So the more the merrier, and 3 awesome 80s prizes will be given out tomorrow for the top 3 scoring teams of our 80s Trivia Night. That's 9 Eastern on May 28th, 2021. All right, we're going to jump into 10 questions on beer right now. Let's see what you know, and let's have a drink. Here we go. It's beer trivia question number 1. Yuengling is America's oldest brewery. What year was it established? 1776, 1777, 1829, or 1840? Multiple choice question right off the bat. Beer number 1. Yuengling is America's oldest brewery. What year was it established? 1776, 1777, 1829, or 1840? Question number 2. Which beer did Stone Cold Steve Austin consume most in his in-ring WWE celebrations? Number 2. Which beer did Stone Cold Steve Austin consume most in his WWE in-ring celebrations? Number 2. Question 3, oatmeal coffee and dry Irish are 3 styles you might find on what beer type? Number 3, oatmeal, coffee, and dry Irish are 3 styles you might find associated with what beer variety? Number 3. And question 4, Bender Brow is a fictional beer brand from what animated sitcom? Number 4, Bender Brow is a fictional beer brand from what animated sitcom? Question number 5, which root beer brand is known as that frosty mug sensation? Number 5, which root beer brand is known as that frosty mug sensation? Question 6, what state is the original home to the Sierra Nevada Brewing Company? Number 6, what state is the original home to the Sierra Nevada Brewing Company? Beer trivia. Number 7, fried beer won most creative fried food at the 2010 blank state fair. What state was that? Number 7, fried beer won most creative fried food at the 2010 blank state fair. Question number 8, what sport did J.K. Rowling invent while sitting in a pub? Number 8, what sport did J.K. Rowling invent while sitting in a pub? Question 9, what was Norm's last name on the sitcom Cheers? What was Norm's last name on Cheers? Number 9. And question number 10, what classic rock band has the song Beer Drinkers and Hellraisers? Number 10, what classic rock band has the song Beer Drinkers and Hellraisers? Number 10. Not a ton of gimme questions on today's episode. They were all slightly challenging. Hopefully you knew some or you're about to learn some stuff. We'll be right back in just the clink of a glass with the answers to beer trivia. We are back with the answers to beer-related trivia. These are all new. I've done beer, a dozen times just over the years doing trivia at so many breweries and bars. But these are all newer questions that popped out of my head just this week. So here we go. Question 1, Yuengling is America's oldest brewery. What year was it established? The answer was 1829, your third choice there of the 3 I gave you. Not 1776, not 1777, not 1840, but 1829. Number 2, which beer did Stone Cold Steve Austin consume most in his in-ring WWE celebrations? The answer is Natural Light, Natty Light, according to the book I'm reading called 316 Stone Cold Facts about Stone Cold Steve Austin. The guy that threw the beers to Austin was like a WWE stagehand and timekeeper and bell ringer for decades, and he would always throw the beer with very high accuracy into Stone Cold's hands in the ring, wherever he was at. And he said most of the time he was throwing Natty Light, even though Stone Cold referred to them as Steve Weisers. There was the occasional Bud Light, Budweiser, Miller Lite, etc., but mostly Natural Light. Number 3, oatmeal, coffee, and dry Irish are 3 styles you might find on what type of beer. That is stouts. Those are all stouts. Number 4, Bender Brow is a fictional beer brand from what animated sitcom? Futurama. Bender the Robot, Bender Brow, Futurama. Number 5, which root beer brand is known as that frosty mug sensation? That's A&W Root Beer. A&W Root Beer, number 5. And number 6, what state is the original home to Sierra Nevada Brewing Company? They have a big location in North Carolina, but the original one was in California, for number 6. Number 7, fried beer won most creative fried food at the 2010 Texas State Fair. They'll fry anything down there, and it's bigger in Texas. The fried beer is bigger, as you would expect. Number 8, what sport did J.K. Rowling invent while sitting in a pub? Her made-up sport of Quidditch, which people play in real life now, like on brooms. Number 8, Quidditch. Number 9, what was Norm's last name on Cheers? Peterson. Norm Peterson, played by George Wendt. And number 10, what classic rock band has the song Beer Drinkers and Hellraisers? That is ZZ Top. ZZ Top with their amazing beards. That is today's episode. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and playing along. We've got one more thing for you called the Fact of the Day, and that Fact of the Day is that pigs don't sweat. That sounds like the name of a book of these weird facts of the day. Just pigs don't sweat and 1001 other facts, right? I should write that book. Pigs don't sweat, now you know. And that's it for today's episode. If you want to support the show on Patreon, go to patreon.com/trivia with buds. And if you want to get some swag, we've got brand new swag coming your way in mid-June here in just a couple of weeks, about 2 weeks from now. I'll be launching it everywhere. There'll be a new podcast logo with me as yet another new character from something, and it's my favorite one yet. So hopefully you love it. New t-shirts, new tank tops, and some artwork and stickers coming your way very soon, and some very cool offers for people who want to support the show with a t-shirt for the summertime. I'll tell you all about it as we get closer. Thanks for listening. Thanks for telling a friend. We'll see you next time for more trivia with Buds. Cheers.